Sonnet 94 by William Shakespeare. They that have power to hurt, and will do none, that do not do the thing they most do show, who moving others are themselves as stone, unmoved, cold, and to temptation slow. They rightly do inherit heaven's graces, and husband nature's riches from expense. They are the lords and owners of their faces, others but stewards of their excellence. The summer's flower is to the summer sweet, though to itself it only live and die. But if that flower with base infection meet, the basest weed outbraves his dignity. For sweetest things turn sourest by their deeds. Lilies that fester smell far worse than weeds. We spoke the other day about the first half of this poem, the first two quatrains, these first two sets of 4 lines. And Shakespeare here introduces this type of person, they that have power to hurt and will do none. And he tells us a little bit about them, unmoved, cold, and to temptation slow, and that they benefit from this. They rightly inherit heaven's graces. They are the lords and owners of their faces. In the second half of this sonnet, however, Shakespeare takes a bit of a different tack. Before this, he's very positive about these people who have this self-control, who are slow to temptation, not easily affected emotionally. In the second half, there's a bit of a darker turn. The summer's flower is to the summer sweet. These people are like a flower. It gives off a nice scent in the summer, though to itself it only live and die. The summer finds it sweet, but it lives its life. And here's the contrast. But if that flower with base infection meet, if that flower encounters infection, decay, the basest weed outbraves his dignity. And the lowest weed, base here meaning low, unworthy, not dignified. Some common weed is more dignified than a rotting flower. For sweetest things turn sourest by their deeds. Lilies that fester smell far worse than weeds. He repeats the idea again, that lilies, which normally smell very nice, when they rot, when they fester, it smells worse than any weed that isn't rotting. And this line here, the 13th line, the second to last line, is sort of the key here. The sweetest things turn sourest by their deeds. These people here in the first 8 lines, these are the sweetest things that he's referring to. But by their actions, they can turn the most sour. The worst thing is the corruption of the best thing. It's these sorts of people who have the power to hurt and choose not to use it, who aren't easily tempted, and who have this great self-control. They're the ones that can become the worst, the most harmful.